Have you been watching our videos for a while? And maybe you're asking, so what? How does this apply to me or my child? If so, today's video is for you. We're going to talk about hands-on application of the videos you've seen so far. Don't go away. All right, guys, welcome back to Lingo-Roo, where language comes to life. As I said, maybe you've been watching our videos. You've seen our videos about developmental milestones. You've seen some about hands-on language stimulation strategies that you can incorporate into your everyday life activities. Well, today we're kind of going to go a step beyond that. We're going to kind of look at an application of how this could look for you, or how this looks for a specific child. I'm excited about this, guys, because this is where kind of the rubber meets the road, right? We can have all of these kind of academic-y training type videos, and those are wonderful, but I really want to kind of bridge the gap to show you guys how this applies into the everyday and what it looks like. As you know, I have a video on the feed about developmental milestones, and again, not asking you to know all of the milestones to look for, but for your child, we put a link in that video, and I've got it down below again. For your child, where is he performing? Where is he going? And what can we do to help get him there, right? We also have the two videos about language stimulation techniques. One talked about self-talk, where I'm talking about what I'm doing as I'm doing it. It talked about parallel talk, talking about what your child is doing as he or she is in the activity. And then we also talked about expansions, when they do make a sound or say a word, that you're going to expand the utterance by adding to it in some way. We've talked about language immersion, right? Where we just want to immerse our child in language throughout every activity of every day as much as we possibly can. So today I want to kind of look at, what does this look like in a hands-on, day-to-day activity. So I went on location to my little friend Kinsley. Let me give you a little background though, because this is kind of what I did and what I'd want you to do if this was your child, okay? Kinsley is 9 months old, so I kind of went to that link, looked at, okay, what is she doing, or what are we hoping to see between maybe 9 months and 1 year of age? What of those things is she currently doing? And how can I structure this mealtime prep activity? How can I structure this to help target some of those skills? Okay, for Kinsley at 9 months, we know that just around the corner, we're hoping to see first words. We're hoping to see her starting to repeat some of our sounds and some of our words, right? So those two things were kind of my first goal, right? As I'm looking at Kinsley, as I'm looking at kind of her developmental stage, I think, okay, we've got to start getting her to repeat. How can we do that? We've got to start getting her producing some single words. How can we do that? At this age and stage, we're also hopefully starting to see her gesturing and producing some words like hi or goodbye. And you're going to see me kind of targeting that as well. Okay, so as you're watching this self-talk, this parallel talk, and these expansions, again, kind of keep in the back of your mind, these were kind of our goals, and this is kind of what we were hoping for. So this first little clip is just me engaging in some self-talk and some parallel talk. Take a look. So let's see, Kinsley, what should we do? Should we open? Should we open the bag? Can you help me? Here, you help me. Say, open, open the bag. I have to pull this top part off. Do you want to try? You want to touch it? Yeah. Oh, you're touching it. Does it tickle your finger? I know. Does it tickle your finger? What's in my bag? What's inside? Let's look inside. Noodles. There's noodles inside the bag. Should we take them out? Yeah, we need to pour them out. But what do we've got to get our pan. Where is my pan? Let me see. I bet it's in here. Is it inside the cabinet? Should we open the cabinet? No, not in there. Should we open this one? Say, open. Here I go, gonna get more water. Do you like that water? And I'm gonna turn the water off. Gonna turn the water off and turn you back around here. There you go, yeah. Oh, do you see those lights? Are those lights shining on your face? They're so bright. What do you think? Huh? What do you think about that? Should we cook? Are you ready to cook our noodles? Look! Shake, shake, shake! Shake, shake, shake! I have the noodles! Is that loud? Where's your book? Your book makes a shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. You want to do it? You do it. Can you make it crinkle, crinkle? Crinkle, crinkle. Oh, you want the noodles. Crinkle, crinkle. Yes, ma'am. Crinkle, crinkle. Oh, that's a fun sound. That's a fun sound. Do you hear our noodles that are inside? Should we pour them out? Here we go. Let's pour them out. Ready? Let's pour them out. Whoa, they're coming out. They're going into our pan. Look. They're all gone. Look, it's empty. Did we take them out? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. As I mentioned, those developmental milestones that we're targeting, one was repeating. One of the best ways that you can target repeating in your child is to actually start by repeating your child, right? From the very beginning, day one, we have to start teaching this reciprocity, that language is a reciprocal or a back and forth activity, that I say something, you say something, I say something, you say something. And one of the best ways to do that is to start by repeating your child. So you'll see in this next clip that Kinsley starts making some sounds and I start by repeating her. Take a look. Are you eating that cloud? Yeah. Yeah? What do you think? Are you going tap, tap, tap? Tap, tap, tap. You tell me. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah. 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 It's so fun. Should we get a spoon? In this next clip, you're going to see that I start this interaction by repeating Kinsley, but then somewhere kind of towards the middle of the interaction, I flip the script, I switch roles, and all of a sudden now I'm taking the first turn and having her repeat me, and watch how it works. Go ahead, take a look. Bop, bop, bop. You do it. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good repeating. Yeah, that's good repeating. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. You do it. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. You can do it. Okay, and guys, as you're doing this, you're going to want to be sure that, I know we're talking about self-talk, parallel talk, and immersing your child in language, but it's also important to do this next strategy, and that's to what we call create open space, right? You don't want to just talk, 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 and never give your child a chance to respond. So you actually want to put in these pauses or create this open space to give your child time and a space to respond. Take a look at what that looks like. Ooh, do you see the steam? Is it rising up, up, up? Is it going up, 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 up to the sky? Up, up, up. You like that part, don't you? Up, up, up. Can you make that sound too? Go. You do it. Your turn. Another great strategy that you can incorporate is to build anticipation. And again, this is something you can be doing with your infants. You can kind of do it during dressing time or diaper change time, you know, where you walk up their legs and here I come, I'm gonna get you, you know, and incorporate some tickles. Or if you can kind of build anticipation by ready, set, and you incorporate that open space, waiting for them to respond, go! Or 1, 2, 3, go. And that idea of building anticipation is, number one, creating excitement, right, in the child. They're like, wait, what's coming up? What's going on? What's going to happen next? But then also giving them that idea of, oh, wait, I guess it's my turn. And building that anticipation where they can start to interact and they can start to add in either sounds or words that then we can expand and incorporate that next strategy. So take a look. Open the cabinet. No, not in there. Should we open this one? Say, open. Ready, set, go. Look, we open. Let's pull it out. Okay, let's pour in the water. Say, ready, set, go. You tell me, Kinsley, say, go. I see you trying to do that. I see you trying to tell me go. Yeah. Is it my turn? Put it on my head. Should I let it go down? Down! There it goes down. Should I put it on my shoulder? Oh, look. The book is on my shoulder. Oh, no, it's going to fall off. Ready, set, go! It fell down. Put on your... Okay, and this next segment, guys, is kind of the third strategy or third idea I want you to think about for today. And that's this idea that you need to be more engaging than the toys, right? We live in a verbal world. And so whether it is communication through spoken words or communication through signs and gestures or communication through an augmentative communication device, however your child is going to be communicating, they're doing so in a verbal world, right? And so as much as these toys and this playtime is exciting, the excitement that we want to teach our children about is the excitement that is centered around interacting with you, not interacting with the toys, right? We don't want a child to get so engaged or so fixated on the toy that they could do that all day and never engage with us, right? We want to break into that world as quickly as we can, as often as we can, to show them that the engagement with the person, the eye contact, the joint attention to that toy, the fact that we're both talking about the book or we're both looking at the same toy, that interaction is the key. That interaction is more exciting than if they were to just focus on the toy. So take a look. You'll see in this next clip, Kinsley has her book, and we're talking about the book, but then you'll notice the book drops and it's just she and I talking. And that engagement is more exciting and more enticing to Kinsley than the book was. Take a look. Are you gonna get me? Are you gonna get my face? I think our noodles are all done. Yeah, I think our noodles are all done. Was that fun? Was that fun, making noodles with me today? Shake, shake, shake. Oh, you say. No. Choo, 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 choo. Where'd it go? Oh! Where is the book? I got your nose. I got your nose. Yeah, where's the book? Did it fall down? Where is my book? Yeah, ask me, say, where is my book? Here it is. Here it is. It went under your chair. It was under. Okay, so guys, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it just gave you a chance to see kind of online, kind of in the activity, what it looks like to engage in self-talk, to engage in parallel talk, and to engage in expansions. One thing that I want to point out is notice here in this next clip how little we hear Kinsley talking at the beginning of the video compared to how much she's talking at the end. Take a look. Should we open the bag? Can you help me? Here, you help me. Say, open. Open the bag. I have to pull this top part off. You want to touch it? Yeah. Oh, you're touching it. Does it tickle your finger? Here it is. Yeah. Yeah, Papa? What do you think? Do you see Mom? Do you see Mr. Mike? Yeah. Yeah. You tell him hi. Hi. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Hi, that's right. That's good. Telling him hi. Yeah. Oh, bye. You ready to say bye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. Yeah. Yeah. Bye. Okay, so did you notice that? Did you notice how quiet she was at the beginning? And yes, there is some element to her, when we talk about kids warming up, or we want them to kind of get to be more familiar with us. But at the beginning, she's warmed up to me. She's smiling. She's engaged with me, but she wasn't talking so much. Towards the end, when she's just going to town, right? She's just babbling and she's so engaged. So the takeaway for me, and hopefully the takeaway for you, is the more we can talk, the more we can model this and show our children that this verbal interaction is the key, that they are in this verbal world, and that this verbal reciprocity, again, this verbal back and forth is the goal. The more we can model that and show that, how quickly they learn, oh, that's what we're doing. Right? And it's like the light bulb goes on, you see it, and all of a sudden they get the idea that, oh, we're talking. We're in a conversation here, and they start to get some enjoyment out of that. Okay, so guys, I hope this has been helpful to see those strategies online, to kind of think about these new strategies of incorporating the open space and giving your child time to respond, the idea of building anticipation to engage them and bring them into the activity, and then also this idea of the interaction with you as being more engaging than if they were just playing with their toys. All right, so finally today, guys, I just want to tell you, good job. You guys are doing it. You're tuning in, you're learning, you're taking that first step, just even opening yourselves up to what can I do? What more can I do for my child? And I guarantee the more you do that, the more you tune in, the more you incorporate even one of these strategies today. Just pick one and go for it and engage, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Engage in some self-talk today. Engage in some parallel talk today. Just like I've said from the beginning, this is baby steps. I'm not trying to turn you into a speech pathologist. I'm not trying to give you one more hat to wear. You guys are doing it, and you're doing a great job, so be encouraged. Along that line today, put down in the comments what's one thing that you've tried that's worked, or maybe put down in the comments what's one thing that didn't work for you, and we can engage some more around that. If you haven't already, be sure and subscribe to this channel. Click that bell icon. We're going to be uploading content weekly, and I don't want you to miss anything. Also, if you haven't already, you're going to want to go back and check out this video that talks about some of these strategies in more detail. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time here at Lingo-Roo, where language comes to life.